Thanks for joining me again. I've decided to share some journal entries. I hope this doesn't bore everybody to tears. I want to read this because I feel that it's important to know where I'm at right now and to know where I was. I'm in a place now, I'm still in a place of healing. I still see my therapist. I still deal with negative thoughts. I was telling John the other day that I find myself feeling very tired on a daily basis because I feel as though I'm constantly having to pull myself away from negative thoughts. I'm constantly having to remind myself that's not my life anymore. Change my train of thought, remind myself of where I am and who I'm with, that I'm in a safe place, that I am loved, that I'm appreciated, that I'm cared for, and that's not my life anymore. That's not what defines me anymore. I'm no longer disrespected. I'm no longer belittled and made to feel like I'm less than who I am. And it gets tiring, but I am in a very, very good place. I am so grateful that I am not with the narcissist anymore. I am so grateful that I'm away from that life, that I no longer feel so unhappy and worthless. I think the word is worthless. He made me feel worthless. I don't feel that way anymore, and I haven't for some time. And I think that it's important to know that there's hope, that when you get out of that life, when you move away from the narcissist, a narcissist, you move away from a toxic person. When you remove the toxic person from your life, everything changes. And that's why I want to share this. It is a bit long. I want to share it because what I did was when I journaled in the form of prayer. And when I look back at this, it's hard for me to even believe that it was me writing it. That's how lost this person sounds to me. And I shared it with my therapist. Well, not this exact part. There's just so much to share. I'll just sort of jump in here by saying that I always started by saying that I was grateful for all the blessings in my life. I tried to find something positive. And then I went on to say, I can't seem to focus on those blessings. They are all in some sort of haze. The only thing in focus is pain, disappointment, heartache. All of the negative things that I have tried so hard not to focus on, they are all painfully clear. They seem to be the only thing in the lens right now, and I don't know how to change that. Where do I start? I'm not willing to go through any more emotional letdowns, and if I don't risk doing that, then I let down so many people, end my marriage, and divide my family. I feel like I have a long life ahead of me, and part of it should be happy. Am I not entitled to genuine happiness? Do I have to sacrifice my own to try to keep everyone around me happy? Can I provide happiness to those I love if I'm not? Is that possible? Do I have to sacrifice what I need and want because of my vows? How do I do that? Where do I start? How do I let go of those feelings? They are so real and so raw. They are all on the surface, waiting to be acknowledged, recognized, validated. Now what? There's a very small part of me trying to push them aside, make them all go away. That part isn't strong enough. It's being overcome by the parts that are angry and hurt and bitter. How do I soothe those parts, calm them down? They're so strong. I've always been able to control them, and this time they're out of my control. They've taken on a new life of their own, wanting attention and validation. I feel like they won't go away until they get it. If the person who provoked them won't do so, how do I make them go away? They are emotional shackles that hinder all of my movements, weigh me down. My emotional discontentment is obvious in my actions, my voice, my movements. It's written all over my face. How can this be happening? How can all of these negative thoughts and feelings have a hold on me like this? I've always won over the negative. What has changed? What did I do? What didn't I do? I need your guidance. Point me in the direction that you, and please be my guide. I have faith only in you and know you will lead me down the path you have paved for me all along. that was the very first entry into this journal. That was, I believe, when I fully and wholeheartedly started journaling and asking God to just please guide me. I mean, that pretty much said it all. I was always strong enough to overcome emotional highs and lows. I had to do it on my own because I was with a narcissist. I was always able to do it on my own. I was always able to pull myself out of those dark places. And as you could tell, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. It was beyond me. I'll share more from the journal. You need to hear how things unfolded. You know, there were those false moments when everything was seemingly okay. And those are the times when they tell you what you want to hear, when they tell you what you think you need to hear or what they think you need to hear. They lie. They just lie. And I don't know why they do it. As a rational human being, I don't know why they do it. As someone who's read up on narcissists, I do know why. And it's because we feed them, we supply them, and we supply their egos. We inflate their egos. We're human helium tanks. I was in a place I can't believe I was ever in emotionally. And it just went on from there. It just went on from there. And I tried to turn it over to God, to just say, you know, this is your situation to deal with. And at first I questioned the timing. I questioned why I had to stay so much longer after feeling that way. But timing is everything. And we can't control those plans. We can't control our destinies. We have no say over those things. And everything happens for a reason. And timing is crucial in many situations. It was in mine. It definitely was in mine. And so I can't question that anymore. And I have to accept the way things played out. And I have to accept that the things that I'm dealing with now are all part of it. It's just not easy. I think any of you watching this knows that it is not easy. There are better things in store for those of us who have dealt with a narcissist, or two in my case. There are better things in store once they're out of our lives. We just have to make that move to get them out of our lives. And I'm not completely finished yet, but I'm well on my way, also well on my way to healing. I did my best. I will continue to share more, and I will absolutely continue to answer questions. So please feel free to leave comments and questions and any suggestions that you may have for a topic. Chances are I've been there. For any of you who may be friends with me on Facebook, Facebook still has me locked out of the page. So hopefully we'll get that up and running soon, because I know it would certainly help me. Thanks for joining me again, and I will see you next time.